Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Daily Challenge Runs. This is October 13th, 2018 and we are here today to play as the Silent for a change, which is very exciting. We don't get to play the Silent much lately. I almost feel like he's kind of getting eclipsed by the defect. How many defect runs on? We've been quite a few ironclads lately too. I know this because we've been losing a lot of ironclad runs, so that's how I know we've been getting quite a few goblin quite a few iron clad runs. For now though, we want to look at the top 100. 968. It's still early-ish in the day. Not like too early, but also not too late. So with 13 hours left in daily, you know, these scores are going to change dramatically, you know. If we had to be realistic, we probably need to score about 1,200 to keep top 100 by the end of today's daily. Maybe 1,100 because these scores are pretty low considering. But that's just because of Colossus. Colossus is bullshit. Let me put that out right there, right now. We have Vintage and Heirloom, so our starting deck is going to pretty much stay the same for quite a while, which is a bit scary. Heirloom is going to be nice. We start with a rare relic, and then Vintage is going to give us a bunch of relics. So Heirloom kind of gets eaten alive by Vintage, so we don't care about it too much. But what it does do is it gets us early relic, a starter relic to help us just hopefully combat Colossus. Right now we are currently sitting on 4 losses and 8 wins, if I'm correct. So not going too bad, but not going too great either. So let's just jump into the score of 969. 969. Let's go. Hopefully we can make up for the last time where we played. Oh, I love turnip. Hopefully we can make up for the last time where I played as the or played in the Colossus and just lost. We lost to the Awaken My Second Form. So there's the Hex goes, and he's super tanky. So that's something to keep. We probably want to get to a shop. I should probably want to go to early shop. So let's go to 2 shops in this run. I'm going to neutralize you, defend and strike, I guess. Like, it's really awkward, right? Because you don't really want to damage raise these guys, but you also don't want to take unnecessary damage. So it does kind of suck. So we'd love to kill this guy next turn. It will be a very important kill. It should, like I was going to say, it should happen. But with Slay the Spire, as I've mentioned many times before, you never know. You never know. So we are weakened, so we can't kill him here, which is unfortunate, but what it is. So turnip is great because it means we can't get failed ever, right? Ever? Yeah, you can only become failed. Oh, frozen egg right off the bat is huge. But it's bad for us. So powers would be really good, right? So like infinite blades really good, and cloak and dagger super good, and I think that's fine. And so we have a shiv deck right off the bat, so that's kind of cool. Makes me a little bit excited. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the fact we have a shiv deck, especially considering we have a shiv deck on a run where we are going to be fighting a lot of enemies that have a lot of HP, you know. So having those shivs, those extra shivs, just do that additional 4 damage is definitely going to come in handy as we go along here. So I'm going for full damage blocking. I'm trying to block as much as I can because when it comes down to it, we are going to want to maintain as much HP as we can because of this is a Colossus run. I don't know if we can do 14 damage next turn, but if we can, we'll go for the kill. We can. Sweet. So we're not going to have to block here. Very nice. Blocking 15 is kind of impossible. Paper crane. Oh my goodness. So weaken is really good for us. So that's the path we're probably going to take. Yes, it's a scary path. No, not the jawworm guy. This guy's so frustrating. So we're going to take our first damage for 1. There's literally nothing we can do about that. It was just how it was going to be. That was a good turn. 20 damage in 1 turn. That's acceptable. But damn, this Colossus makes these guys tanky. Holy shit, game. It's so tanky. What is this? I would have really liked 1 more attack there, but it's okay. 10 income damage, so we're going to have to block twice. Strike and shift. So our damage output's really slow if we go for this always blocking strat. Ooh, this is really bad. So our damage output is beyond slow. As you can see, we're even taking another damage here, by the way. So we probably want to try and kill him here if we can. Okay, we can't, but it's on 4. He should die next turn. So we are lacking a lot in the strength department. 100%. I will not even try and sugarcoat this for you. We need... Oh my... You got 102 HP. Can I speak to the person that thought that was balanced? I know I'm gonna actually poison you because, dude, 102 HP, 61 to make you split. We actually have to block with all our blocks here to not take damage. Holy crap, that's insane. This guy hits way too hard, way too hard. So if we're gonna make, okay, he's gonna split anyway. So a lot. Okay, it's fine. Why are you not splitting? Oh, I can't count. Oh, shit. Poison will put him exactly on 51 so he won't split. So I'm actually not going to hit him here. I'm just going to end the turn. Because he's going to be exactly on split. Oh, he still split it? That's not how that's supposed to work, game. Excuse me? Look, we should probably prioritize taking one out, I think. And I'm actually going to use the explosion potion here. Because I think it's really going to be worth it. Dude, Colossus is stupid. The enemies have way too much HP. Way too much HP. I mean, these enemies actually put enemies like on Ascension mode to shame. They actually put enemies that are on Ascension mode runs to shame. They make them look like they're jokes. That's how strong these enemies are. So we're gonna pretty much be weakened for the rest of this fight. There's not much we can do about it. We just have to accept it. So what we're gonna do now is just try and mitigate all the damage we take from now on. And whenever we can do some damage, just take it down. I mean, we don't think we should take too much more damage in this fight because these guys only hit for like, I mean, they hit for 7, which is something, but it's not that much, you know. And if we can just stop being weakened, we could actually kill this last slime pretty easily. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go like this, like this, like this. I'm gonna give it one slime card. So I'm gonna keep getting rid of a slime card because the slime card could really bite us in the butt in a bad kind of way. You know what I'm saying? If we get unlucky, like with a slime card only draw type situation. So there you go, beautiful, easy peasy. Got a power card. Could be very helpful for the upcoming elite fight. So it's the Gremlin Knob. He's kind of the worst case scenario for us. I'm a little bit scared. Wow, this is really bad. Okay, so we are in a very scary place now. Because we can't outlock this guy. So we just have to keep attacking with all the attacks we can. And try and outrace him. But to outrace 127 when we take 14 hits is kind of impossible, I think. I think it's impossible. I'm gonna have to just keep trying though. Once I get vulnerable, I might just die in this fight. I think I'm gonna... there's the literal potential to die on this elite fight is actually there. So yeah, I'm actually beyond scared right now. So we need to discard a card, discard one of these. Okay, so shiv, strike, and strike. So we are vulnerable for 3 turns. We are literally dead right now. Okay, the weaken's huge. The weaken's huge. So 14. So we're not dead yet, but we have to do it next turn. Thank goodness we got attacks. This was stupid. FYI, Slay the Spire, that was actually stupid. Just yeah, you oh my word. Yeah, we're gonna lose. We're gonna 100% lose this daily. 100% guaranteed. There's just nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. I don't have the cards necessary to outrace these people. And you know what's the horrible thing here? I actually have to kill these 2 at the same time, because if I don't, I will die. We're gonna die in this daily. Okay, so Colossus needs to be nerfed, is what I'm understanding here, right? Yep. So we lost. Colossus has to get nerfed. This is too good. It's too much. That's our second Colossus loss. We've encountered Colossus twice and we've lost twice from it. It's too strong. You can't give elites 100 and something HP like that. It's just not possible. So we're gonna want to obviously take a different route, because the first route obviously didn't work. So if the first route doesn't work, what do? You take a different route. Colossus is too much. It's too much extra HP. Those basic slimes get... The basic slime went up to 102 HP. The Gremlin went up to 123 HP. The amount of HP that you are giving enemies is just too much. It's just what it is. It has to get nerfed. It's actually unbeatable. That's what it comes down to. You can't actually win a Colossus run on the first go if you do not know what's really coming and what you're getting. It's as simple as that. So this is kind of stupid, and I'm a little bit annoyed now. And I think it was really dumb, really dumb of you, Slay the Spire, to incorporate this into the game. I think it was a very dumb mistake, and I'm very sad that you guys decided to do it. But you know what? You decided to do it. Slay this Mega Crit. Let's forget. This is this modifier is stupid. It actually is so bad that it needs to be changed. It needs to get fixed as soon as possible. Because there is no winning against that modifier. There's just no winning against this modifier. You're giving basic enemies up to 100 and something extra HP. Do you know there's like only one subset of runs that can win that? It's like a super fast power-based deck that can kill enemies super fast, like a turn 1 kill. That is the only way. So it sucks that, you know, we've got to lose a daily because of a stupid modifier. Even on a vintage, we lost a vintage daily, the easiest possible daily in the game. We lost because of one modifier. Because the Gremlin just had too much HP, we couldn't kill him. And then the other, I don't know why I blocked it. I guess I'm just so tilted now that I can't think. And then the next enemy had so much HP that we couldn't kill it before it could power itself up to be able to kill us. So this is stupid. This is actually stupid. I actually want to make a video about this now. I really want to go make a Colossus video. Take Colossus and show the different enemies how much more HP they get and how hard it would make a starter run. I should have blocked the third time there because taking 7 there sucks, but it is what it is. Dude, this is stupid. This is such a fucking retarded situation. I'm actually just gonna lose every single Colossus run for the rest of my life because I'll never be able to adjust. It's just, there's just no way. There's no plausible way that they could have thought that was balanced. Enemies have drop better rewards. What are these better rewards they have to drop? Because I haven't got any. I just want to point out that you say enemies drop better rewards, but I haven't seen any better rewards. So I don't think you are correct, Slay the Spire, when you're telling me that these enemies drop better rewards, because right now all I'm seeing is enemies with a fuck ton of HP. I fought an elite and the elite gave me a shitty prize, so I really fail to see the so-called better reward that you speak of. I really fail to see it. I really fail to see it. I'm so frustrated right now, actually. I'm actually so frustrated right now. Because it's like, it's basically like I'm gonna lose every single Colossus run. And what does that mean? That means when I play Slay the Spire, if I load up Slay the Spire for that and I see it's a Colossus run, what do? I can just ignore it because it's pointless to try because you can't win. And that's just, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, some things are just bad game design, and that's one of them. Look at how much, like, this is this baby slime. This is the smallest slime in the game. You don't get a slime smaller than this slime, and I can't kill it because it has so much HP that nothing I have can hurt it. It's a baby slime. It's a baby slime. It's one of the weakest enemies in the entirety of the game, but they have 47 HP because their main ones have 100 to 102 HP all of a sudden. So I don't know who the fuck balanced Colossus, but that person should get fired from Slay the Spire for MegaCrit. MegaCrit should actually fire the person that A, thought of Colossus, and B, test played it, because obviously Colossus was never test played. That I can guarantee you right now, because I can tell you right now, there's no way you can tell me a thing like this was tested. That they were like, okay, let's test with every single possible multiplier, with every single possible thing that one can get in a run. You know, this was not tested, just straight up. And there's no way someone went and said, okay, let's take Colossus and Vintage and see how this goes. Because obviously if they had, they would have noticed that this is broken and it doesn't work, and then they wouldn't have done it, right? That's what logic dictates. But as we all know, unfortunately, this is Slay the Spire, and sometimes logic doesn't matter. So I weakened him because I knew I was going to kill him. So my goal was to kill him and then just like block. Kill him and then outblock damage. And I could have done it there, but for some reason I decided to go for the attack, and it was kind of fine, I guess, but it still sucks. Dude, this is so stupid. This is actually, like, I know all I'm doing is complaining now, and it's very frustrating as for you as a viewer. I'm pretty sure to watch a guy just complains. But I mean, give me a fucking break here. I'm pretty sure all of you watching can agree with me that this is like a little bit broken. And maybe you can be honest with yourselves and actually admit that it's not even a little bit broken. It's completely 100% utterly destroyed broken. Because honestly, like, I mean, look at a Laos with 21 HP. Are you actually kidding me? You giving me a Laos with 21 HP game? A fucking Laos? A fucking Laos game with 21 HP. And you want to tell me that you actually possibly think for even 1 second that is remotely balanced? Because I don't think. I don't. Now we have Vintage. And of course Vintage makes every daily easier. That's I think the only reason we even still in this one is due to Vintage. Move a card from my deck. Let's remove basic defend again, I think. I need damage more than I need defense, of course. We have 300 money. It's quite a bit of money to use here. So I think you still get Infinite Blades and the Vulnerable. And I think you get Sucker Punch and Cloak and Dagger. I think that's what you want here. Because Sucker Punch is weakened. We have better weakened. Cloak and Dagger is super good. So we have a little bit of a better chance here. And we got a free Vulnerable right off the bat. So that let us do a lot more damage than we would have ever done to the Gremlin Knob in the previous fight. So 14 incoming damage. That's the same. We did neutralize it a lot. And we get to neutralize it a lot now, because the weakness allows for 2 turns. That can make a big game changer to how long we survive here. The only big thing we have to worry about is the fact that we can't really block. And he's going to make us vulnerable at some point. And when he makes us vulnerable, it's going to put us on a clock and be like, okay, you have this many turns to win now, you know? So I think we have like 2 more turns and we need to kill him. So I will Cloak and Dagger here, even though it's going to give me a little bit of a boost, because I know he's going to die next turn, so that's fine. So at least we could kill the Gremlin Knob once, so we got a little bit of a revenge. So I don't know what's my better prize, because these are the same, just FYI game. I don't want to be like rude, but they're still the same fucking stuff. Upgrade Cloak and Dagger, maybe upgrading Sucker Punch for fun. We can weaken this guy kind of for infinity, so it's kind of fine. I mean, obviously we have to draw the weekend, so you know it's a bit unfortunate. So as I was thinking, this was what was gonna happen. You know what we would have liked against the X-Ghost here? Shuriken or Kunai. Shuriken or Kunai would have like 100% won the one first, just straight up. So our DPS output is a joke. The only problem we have right now is that our DPS output is a joke. Either that we're in an okay place. The burn cards are going to become problematic because obviously we're going to take so long to kill this guy that by the time we get around to it with burn cards, by the time we like want to kill him, there's going to be so many burn cards in our deck that we're just going to tank all the damage. So Kunai here would have been pretty good, and Shuriken here would have been pretty good. Everything else is kind of just average, so it's kind of a problem if we've been 100% honest with that. We really needed to block, and I'm so happy to have got one. 375 HP Hexaghost. Are you kidding me, game? Can I speak to the person that was like, let's make a 375 HP Hexaghost? I'm telling you, this Colossus is stupid. And this Colossus needs to be nerfed heavy. It needs to be nerfed the big time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to take damage here because of the burn. So we're on 8s and the big infernal attacks coming out. So we need all the blocks ever. I want to point out that none of those were all none of these were all the blocks ever, game. I think we will be alive. We'll be on like 2, 3. We get 4 damage burn cards added to our deck though. We don't draw a block here. We did. Okay, sweet. So we physically couldn't even beat the X-Ghost. Colossus, stupid. I'm gonna skip every single Colossus daily from now on because this is unwinnable. And I just don't see the point, honestly. So that's a little bit unfortunate. It's a shitty daily. It's a horrible way to start my weekend. So it just was what it is. A fucking really dumb modifier. Really dumb modifier. It needs to be changed immediately because it's actually stupid. It's actually fucking stupid. Like, boss 0 out of 78. Oh, that's how much HP I have. I want to see how much HP the enemy has. Where do I see the enemy's HP? Not going to show me? So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to write down all the enemies' HPs in this fight. On all these fights. And then max HP. And I'm going to play the game by myself just for fun. In like a normal one. And I'm going to write down their normal HPs. At the end of this video we're going to add a little bit of a special edit cut. Where I'm going to go over every single enemy and I'm going to explain their HP, what their HP is, and what their HP is when they have Colossus on, and how much of difference it makes for these type of ones. This is an impossible daily, so there's nothing you can do about it. For now, I'll see you guys in a bit. And here we are back, everybody. We are now going to be looking at why I think Colossus needs to be nerfed or changed, or what I think about Colossus and how Colossus works. So let's start off with the biggest elephant in the room. That, of course, being that of the max HP difference. Like, what is the HP increase that Colossus gives? Like, Colossus increases the enemy's HP and gives us better rewards. Now, I am yet waiting to see these better rewards. I have not seen any better rewards. I would love to know what these better rewards are that the game refers to, because As far as I can tell right now, Colossus just gives the enemies a ridiculous amount of HP, and that is about it. So let's look at our first monster we have here. Our first monster we have is the Louse. The Louse, as you can all see here very clearly, only has not only, it's the Colossus version. It has 16 HP or 18 HP. That is on this picture. These two Louses, one has 16, one has 18. But I actually went and I did a couple of runs just to get some general consensus of what the Louse's HP were in the Colossus runs and what the Louse's HP were in the normal ones. So let's start off with the most important one, which I think is the Colossus one, because that's what this is all about, right? So starting right off the bat, the most important factor is the HP minimum on the Louse. The minimum I saw on 4 attempts of the daily runs where I fought multiple Louses was a minimum of 16 HP. 16 being the lowest end of the HP bar. It's actually kind of ironic because it's right here on the screen, so that makes it nice to see. Unfortunately, you guys are just seeing a still picture with a little bit of casual music playing in the background and then me speaking, because of my editing confines and the fact that I can only do so much as I'm unexperienced and everything I know is self-taught. Anyway, and then the Louse's HP has a maximum of 21. 21, guys. These Louses can have up to 21 HP. That's anywhere between 16 and 21 HP. But let's not forget that the most important factor of the Louses that make them so dangerous is that roll up, that armor they get when they take their first hit of damage. So that's actually 21 plus. Now, not always plus, because sometimes you might attack them and you'll block in your turn, and then the armor will dissipate at the end of the turn, and then you wouldn't have to have got through the armor. But to kill them quickly, to kill them fast and get them out of the way, you need to do 16 to 21 damage, and then the armor too. Let's go and look at the normal Louse. Now here on our screen right now should be an image of the normal Louse. Hopefully the transition was smoothish. I do apologize if it was a little bit bad or not, but that's what I'm hoping for. So the normal Louses, I did about 5 normal runs as the silent, because I wanted to keep this as close as possible to being the same. So I did 5 runs, 5 normal standard runs, not ascension mode runs, not daily runs, just 5 normal. So no modifiers, none of that, right? Normal Louse's HP vary anywhere between 11, which you can actually see on the screen right now. I'm not sure if there was a 10. I don't think there might have been a 10, but I think 11 was the lowest. The lowest I saw 11, and then up to a maximum of 16, the highest I ever saw on 5 runs, and that's fighting almost 2 sets of Louses per run, was 16. So our highest range for the normal Louses in a normal run is the same as the lowest range I saw on the Colossus Louses. So right there, I mean, that just tells you so much already. The absolute minimum I can get on a Louse fight is the absolute maximum I can get on a normal Louse fight. So if you look at the stats right now on our screen, we're going to have on our right side here the normal Louse, and on our left side the Colossus Louse. And this is going to be the ranges and what the difference is. And as you can see, it's extremely... It's actually a big deal. It's actually like a seriously big deal how that can be so much different. I wanted to work up percentage things, but since there's a damage range, I'd have to do a percentage range, and I just really wasn't in the mood to do all that and stuff, because this is just something I'm doing on the side quickly. So that is the Louses. I think we spent enough time on that. Let's just jump on to the next one right off the bat, which is of course the Cultist. So the first cult we're going to see, you guys are going to have to see this beautiful infinity blades on my screen. I was not able to get a nice screenshot. I just played this way too fast, so there was no way I can get a nice screenshot where there wasn't like things fading in or fading out or etc, etc. So this was the best one I could get. As you can see there, the Colossus Cultist over there is sitting with 72 HP. Now unfortunately I only saw like 3 Cultists, and one of them at 72, which was what I'm going to call the minimum, and then the other one had the maximum, what I'm going to call 75. So on the left side there, you'll see the Colossus range 72 to 75 HP on the Cultist, the Colossus Cultists there on the right. We are going to quickly jump on over to our normal Cultist. If we look at our normal Cultist over here, as you guys can hopefully see on the screen if I've done this quickly, our normal Cultist is sitting with 49 HP, which is not that much of a difference, but you know, if you think about it, let's take the 72 we just had, and then we have the 48 of this one. I mean, even though it's not that much, it's still 24 HP. 24 HP. That's quite a bit. That's like a whole extra enemy. That's like an extra louse. So 24 HP difference there. On the normal cultist, I saw 3 through the run. I had one that was on 48, one that was on 49, and then one on 53. That was so what that's what I call the curve here from 48 to 50. I took the middle one because I thought the middle one had a better screenshot opportunity, as well as it's nice and a little bit in the middle. And I really thought that would be a good idea. So on our left side here, once again, the Colossus ranges of the cultists between 72 and 75, and then the cultist ranges between 48 and 53. So it's very interesting. Like 53 was the highest I saw on any cultist in a normal run, and a run without any daily modifiers, etc. And 72 was the lowest I saw on a cultist run. Now if you want to do that, that's 19 extra HP. 19 extra HP. That's like a normal enemy. That's like a mid-range allows. Just add it. 19 HP on the highest possible norm and the lowest possible Colossus, and 19 difference in HP there. Let's jump to our next creature that was in this Colossus run, and that is the Jawworm. As you can see here on the Jawworm, Mr. Jawworm if you would, this is the Colossus version Jawworm. He is sitting on a 61 HP points, not that high. Unfortunately, this is the lower curve. When I recorded it, this is taken straight out of my daily run, where I encountered the Colossus and had 61 HP. But the Colossus I have encounter Colossus up to a maximum of 64 HP. So Colossuses with HP varying anywhere between 61 and 64 on the Colossus Jawworms. Now that's huge, because let's break down a Jawworm, right? A Jawworm attacks on the first turn for 11 damage, then he attacks for 7 damage and puts a shield up, then he attacks for 14 damage, then he attacks I think for 7 damage and puts a shield up again. So you have to get through those shields to be able to kill him, and when you have 61 and you have to still get through his shields, it means he lives longer, which means he gets more turns to put up shield, which means it takes longer to get through the shields, to get to his max HP, which means it takes longer to get him down to kill him, which repeats the cycle of just restarting putting up more armor, having to get through armor to lower his HP. The longer that takes, the more times the others happen in repetition. So it's insane. Like that extra HP isn't bad. We're gonna quickly jump on over to the normal Jawworm so I can show you the difference in HP. It's kind of big in this case. Jumping on over to the normal Jawworm, as you guys can hopefully see, we have a 40 HP Jawworm, or 41 HP Jawworm on the screen right now. But what I have on my notes is a 40 HP Jawworm was the lowest HP Jawworm I encountered as a normal encounter, as a normal monster, and a 44 HP was the highest HP Jawworm I encountered, a normal encounter, of course. So once again, almost a 20 HP difference. It's actually a little bit more / a little bit less. If you take the higher end of the normal, which you can see on the right side of the screen right now, and the lower end of the normal, and you subtract it from, like, for instance, the mid-range of the Colossus, it's about 20. It's about 20. Like 64 highest on the Jawworm, 44 highest on the normal Jawworm, 61 highest on the Colossus, 61 lowest on the Colossus Jawworm, 40 lowest on the normal Jawworm. So it's like a 21 to 20 HP difference, and that's a lot. That's a lot of HP, considering that this guy gets more and more block as the fight goes on. Or not, he doesn't technically get more block. It's not like he ever gets dex or anything, but he adds block while attacking. So you need to defend against his attack while getting through his block to get to his HP, and the longer that takes, the longer it takes to kill him, which makes it very problematic. We're going to jump on over to our next encounter, which was an Acid Slime. Acid Slime, as you can see on the screen now, very, very, very bad picture. The only picture I get, because like this fight barely started, I'd already clicked like what I was doing. So I either play too fast, or I know what I'm going to do before every fight. But this is taken straight from the daily, and I was just clicking like crazy. I think this might have been the second round where I was already frustrated and annoyed, and thus I played slightly worse. But the Acid Slime here has 102 HP in the actual second round. That was the first round. This one, by the way, I just remembered. In the actual round, it had 100 HP in the second time we fought it, and we actually did get further into the run and actually make all the days go. So 102 HP, 102 HP, Colossus Acid Slime. Remember, when you get this down to 51 HP, it's going to split into two 51 HP mini slimes, which hit for like 12 each, or 11 each, or 14 each. I can't remember, or even 16 each, which is insane amounts of damage. So 102 HP Acid Slime is just stupid, considering that he weakens you. I mean, Vintage played a big part in our one being weak, but I mean, seriously, considering he weakens you, that's insane. That's really, really insane. So let's jump on over to our normal, and we can compare, do a little bit of comparison. Our normal acid slime, as you can see, was sitting around 66 HP. I only encountered one in 4 runs. I only encountered one acid slime, so I'm just going to be working with the one. 66 is almost, it's not half, it's less than half. It's like 60ish%. It's like basically 66% of the other acid slimes HP, considering the one acid slime was 100 HP and the other acid slime was 102 HP. So, you know, it's basically 66% HP, but even in a normal one, I mean, just think about how much of a difference that makes. When you attack and knock this down to half to make him split, he's going to be 233 HP slimes, not 249 to 51 HP slimes, which is insane, which is a lot of HP. That's a massive difference for 2 baby slimes, you know what I'm saying? For 2 medium slimes, you will. So just acid slimes are too strong with Colossus. Please, Mega Crit, look into this. I'm like so emotional because this is so crushing for me to have this happen to me. So anyway, that's our video. Let's jump into the next one. As you guys can see there, before we do go there, on the Colossus side, on the left side, we have a high of 102 and a low of 100, and then on the normal we have 66 HP normal acid slime. So even there, that's like a 40 HP difference. So almost, it's like 30 something, but whatever. It's like, let's just say 40, it makes me feel better. 40 HP difference, and that's a lot of HP that Castor can split to 2 other enemies that I need to be able to kill. Anyway, so without further ado, let's jump into the next image, which was a fungi beast. Fungi beast? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. Let's check it out. And here we have ourselves the fungi beast. The fungi beast on the Colossus daily run. As you can see there at the top, we have the Colossus symbol. This is the Colossus side. On the left, it will show the stats. Right now it says fungi beast, and we have a minimum of 36 HP. We were very lucky to actually get a minimum of 36 HP on this fungi beast, which was very nice. But it was actually a maximum of a 42 HP fungi beast. Now that's a lot of HP. Remember, we need to kill off one of these guys to be able to, or if we kill off one of these guys, sorry, my apologies, we will get vulnerable, which means you'll take more damage from the enemy. So you don't want to really kill off one at a time. You kind of want to kill them at the same turn, but also prevent damage. So you kind of want to be fast because they use grow and they get a lot of extra strength, and they actually start hitting very, very hard. And if you kill off one and get vulnerable, and the other one gets a bunch of grow stat increases, it will just straight up kill you. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a fact. So yeah, it's just really, really, really very, very dangerous. Like that HP increase is quite insane. And this, considering we're going to check now the normal fungi. Now the normal fungi, as you guys can hopefully see on your screen right now, has between, or as you can see, there's one at 22 and one at 28, but I encountered multiple fungi. I had 22s, 23s, 24s, 25s, 27s, 28s. The highest range I saw was 28 on a normal run, which was in this run actually, and the lowest range I did see was also 22, which was in this run too. So they gave me the highest end and the lowest end in this normal run, which was very cool because it made it a lot easier for me to write the stats down and get the range, because I was very lucky to encounter the highest and the lowest in the same run, which was actually the same run I did the acid slime on. So it was like I got like 3 of my enemies for the normal ones on that acid slime run, so that was very, very helpful. So as you guys can see on the right side, we are dealing with a 22 to 28 range on normal monsters, and then a 36 to 42 range on the Colossus fungi beast. Now, I don't want to say it's double, but that's very close to double. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel it's really, really close to double, and that is insane. Before we jump to the final one, which is the most painful and scariest one, the Hex Ghost, let's talk about the only elite we encountered on the entire daily, and that was the Gremlin Knob. The Gremlin Knob Colossus. Hopefully on your screen right now you do see him, and you see what I'm talking about. 127 HP. Both Gremlin Knobs on both of my daily ones had 127 HP, so there wasn't like any range for me to take from there. But I think actually I was wrong. I think the one had 126 and the other one had 127, but I've got the 127 here. But I think the one did have 126, so I had 1 HP less. But I mean, let's be honest with you, what is 1 HP? I mean, you know, you could argue that many runs I have lost due to 1 HP, or 1 due to 1 HP, so 1 HP is 1 HP, but honestly, 127 HP Gremlin Nub, are you kidding me? If I cannot kill that guy in 4 turns, I die. I barely kill him in a normal daily run, or normal run, when he has 80 something HP. It's ridiculous. 127 on the Colossal Gremlin Up was just too much. We had a range of 126 to 127. Let's go look at the normal Gremlin Up so you guys can get an idea. Look at this normal Gremlin Up. Does he look as intimidating as the Colossus Gremlin? I don't think so. The Colossus Gremlin looks a lot bigger and a lot more scary. 82 HP on the normal Gremlin. I only encountered one because, like, ironically, I encountered Sentinels and Lagavulins the whole time in all my normal ones. So I only encountered one of these Gremlin nubs, so only a 82 HP pool to play. But I mean, still, even if it's only 82, that's a 45 HP different. That's like the HP of a Sentinel. You pretty much could have just added a Sentinel to this fight, and that's what this fight would have been with the Gremlin nubs and the HP difference on the Gremlin nub and the Colossus Gremlin nub. Ridiculous amounts of HP on that Colossus Gremlin nub. It makes elites for me very scary. I'm actually now very scared of elite fights on Colossus runs. So let's go look at our boy, the final monster we fought before we faced our doom and destiny, the Hexaghost. Look at this beast of a Hexaghost. It might look like a Ghastly, it might look cute and adorable, but 375 HP. That is the HP of a Beyond boss. Okay, Mega Crit, are you listening to me? Are you understanding what is coming out of my mouth? Colossus is stupid, redundant, and broken. Please fix it. Thank you. A concerned gamer who plays your game every single day. Of course, we did pretty well on the Hexaghost, considering we did the entire fight with 10 HP. I was very proud of myself, as you guys saw earlier in the episode. But let's look at this HP. 375 on the Colossus Hexaghost, and if we go on over to our boy, the normal Hexaghost, you will see that here it is, 250 HP. 250. That is insane. That is insane. I mean, that's 125 extra HP. That's a 50% HP increase. 50% HP increase. How is that even remotely balanced? 50% Mega Crit. You looked at that and you said to yourself, you know what? Let's make an enemy have 50% and boss have 50% more HP. From 250 on a normal Hexaghost to 375 on a elite Hexaghost. There's no wonder I died this. To do 375 damage before he gets his 6th turn, where he does his ultimate move, it's unlikely. It's not necessary. I mean, it's obviously possible to kill him. No, don't misunderstand me. Had I had a shuriken or anything like those lines in the daily one, maybe I could have done it. You know, would have got that extra strength, could have done more damage, could have killed him. Maybe a little bit of dex increase could have helped. These were a lot of things that could have helped us, but we did lose, and one of the main reasons is because the Hexaghost is a 50% increase in his HP. So 375 Colossus Hexaghost, 250 normal Hexaghost HP. Now, I don't know what you guys think, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I kind of feel like, excuse me, Mega Crit, just look at these stats. Look at this. It's ridiculous. It's too much HP, because the thing is, it's not that it's too much HP. The HP isn't the big problem. The big problem, straight up, the big boy problem is simply that they have other abilities. The Louses roll up into an armor. The Jawworm puts armor on and does damage. The Gremlin, I can't play skills or he kills me super fast. The Hexaghost, I have a clock. I have to kill him before the 6th turn. If I don't kill him before his next 6th turn, I have to kill him before the 12th turn. If I don't, I will die. It's just fact, because he gets a strength up after that. He actually gets a strength up on his 4th turn. So every attack from the 4th turn does way more damage. It means I need to block more, which means it's harder to actually do damage to Hexaghost. So it's insane. It's ridiculous. The Acid Slime, 102 HP Colossus Acid Slime, splitting into 250 HP Mega Medium Slimes that just weaken me and fail me and freaking kill my ass and give me slime cards all over the place that's just ruining my card draw. I mean, it's just in combination. The enemies were balanced to have the HP they have for the abilities they have and what they do. The Colossus positive, the so-called, gives me better rewards every time I beat an enemy. I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. If it's there, Mega Crit, show me, tell me, let me know what I'm dealing with so I can play around it, figure it out, and then not have to make these type of videos. That's gonna be the end of this rant and rave, if you will, of us just doing stupid shit while trying our best to get through the pain and agony that was this Colossus daily run. It was an atrocious run, not fun, kind of horrible, and I don't want to do it again, in all honesty. So for now, thank you very, very much for watching. Guys, enjoy this episode. Please be sure to hit the like button. A little bit something different, a little bit something else here, kind of close to my retrospective. Might come out a little bit later because I had to do this, but for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with more Slay the Spire daily runs.